We love telling great stories about female entrepreneurs, and there is none better than Margaret Josephs. Margaret has the Macbeth Collection, which she started at her kitchen table about 14 years ago. How'd they get going?
You know what? I was a new mom, I just had a baby, and I realized I have toys everywhere, and there's no stylish storage solutions, and I was always into prints and patterns. So I decided, let me take something utilitarian, like a metal bucket, and start decoupaging it. And that's really how it started. It was just an idea.
It was just an idea, but you literally did the idea of going from store to store to store to store to store to sell at the beginning.
You know what? I thought it was so perfect, and people came over and they were like, I love it, can I have one? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make money at this, why not? So I took it to local stores in my town, and someone put it in their window, and it sold out in 3 days, and I knew, you know what, I was onto something, and boom, I was in business.
But a lot of people have great ideas,
Yes.
and they can even make a good product, a good single product, but they never get past that leap. How did you?
I got past that leap because I thought, you know what, I have no fear. I have nothing gained, nothing lost. You know, nothing has,
nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose. I can go to the local stores. People could just turn you down. The worst somebody could say is no. That's not the worst thing to happen, you know, to be turned down. And I just went along and I thought, I can be in business. I'm doing nothing. I'm home with my child. So why not take a risk?
And today that business is, where is it?
My business is now doing $45 million a year, which is actually unbelievable. And I never thought this would happen to me in a million years. I just really wanted some extra money to, you know, help out my family. And it grew unbelievable amounts.
Okay, so we go from the place where you've got the decoupage buckets in the store, single stores, to now thousands and thousands of products out there. Did you have to get an investor? I mean, how did you take that next step?
Yes, no one's an overnight success. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, a lot of mistakes to be made. And that's exactly what happened to me. And I want to help people learn from my mistakes.
What was the single biggest mistake you made?
This thinking I could do everything. I am not, you know, no woman is an island, no person is an island. You need people to help you. No one is great at everything.
You have a rather unique look. You wear pigtails all the time.
Yes.
And you don't follow some of the trends of dressing in a business suit or maybe in a high-powered kind of boots and dress. Why have you not fallen into that kind of a cliche?
No, I realized what the business I'm in, you're going to have to take me for the way I am. I know what I'm good at. I'm great at sales, marketing, and being very stylish. And I figured this is my look and I am not going to change it. I'm not going to fall into society the way they expect me to look. And you know what? I want to be a glamour puss. I want to wear my pigtails. I want to be a sex kitten. And I want to walk into a room and shock people and let them underestimate me. And then I could bowl right over them.
Is that underestimation that's worked for you?
You know what? That's worked for me perfectly. When I walk into a room, everybody's taken aback. They're just looking at me, looking at the whole package, wondering what's going on. This woman has no idea what she's doing, and they're wondering what I'm not doing. I'm just making them write the orders and bowling them over with my charm, and that's exactly the way it works for me.
Tell me the companies you have deals with right now.
Right now, we're currently designing for Target. We're designing for Walmart. We do a lot of business with Best Buy. We do a lot of business with Staples. Those are a lot of big box customers that we work with. Like I like to say, I design for the masses and the classes, and it's just great. So I keep my high-end line, my boutique line for my specialty stores, which has done amazing. And then a lot of other people are like, Margaret, how can we get your products? We started licensing out, which is a great way to grow your brand with not a lot of big investment. Other companies actually make your products. A lot of people don't know about licensing. Mm-hmm. And other companies make your product where you just do the design work and they actually do the selling for you. But I'm hands-on involved. I'll travel to those stores and work with those buyers, and they love to see the person behind the brand.
So do you think that it's been a plus or a minus being a woman?
I actually think it's a plus. Whoever says women have it bad, they don't know what they're talking about. I think it's the best thing to be a woman. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things that people just don't realize. I don't think women have it so bad. I think people underestimate us, and that's the best way to look at it, because you know what? Like I said, you can go in there and it's better to be underestimated. People let their guard down, and that's when you can go in for the kill.
Watch out!
Now, watch out.
If you had to kind of summarize the way that you feel today versus when you first started the business, I mean, there had to be moments you thought, I'm nuts, or this is never going to work, or oh, I can't do it, or
I never felt that way.
Really?
There's something with me. If someone says you can't do it, I say that makes me want to do it 10 times more. I never felt that I couldn't do it. I never thought it would get this big, but I always felt that there was something in me that I wanted this business to succeed. There was plenty of times that my first husband told me to throw in the towel. There was plenty of times I had horrible months, but I always believed in myself and believed in the product. And I knew that we had a saleable item. We've had production problems. I've had employees quit. I've had my factories go bankrupt on me. But I knew this was something that I wanted to strive forward in. And then when anybody ever looks at me, and I always say to my ex-husband, you told me to throw in the towel. Now look. I mean, I'm paying him alimony, but such is life.
So he's glad you didn't.
He's glad I didn't.
Because otherwise, I don't know what he'd be doing.
That's true.
So if you had to give somebody advice, what would it be?
To give someone advice, first you have to have your idea. There's a few things. Either you're coming up with a new product that's never been on the market, you see a product on the market that you like, but you feel you can improve upon it. And the third thing is the packaging. Whatever idea you come up with, it's all about the packaging. My theory is you can have shit in a box as long as it looked good. I always used to say, look at the pet rock. It was a freaking rock, and they put it in a box, and they made it amazing. And that was a great success. I mean, obviously, I'm dating myself. I was a little girl when that happened. But it's true. It's all about the packaging and the presentation, and to have amazing customer service. I always say, we make a lot of mistakes, but we always make it right. And your customer is always right. And it's about the people you deal with. And never be pompous, and never be above anybody else. And it's always about the customers and the people you're making happy. And that's really what it's about.
Want to make any predictions about where your business is going?
I only see my business going up, up, up. I feel that we're really, even at 45 million, we're at the beginning of the bell curve, because you know what? We're still a down low little brand. A lot of people say, who's Margaret Josephs? Who's the Macbeth Collection? Even though we're in all these mass retailers, we need to be very global. We're only selling a little bit in Europe and in Asia and places like that. I really see us as a huge company into the billions.
So I guess all we can say is watch out, world.
Watch out, world. Look for the pigtails.
Thank you, Margaret.
Thanks, Jane.